Schwein. Et so adjetu. Senf Koko keep perhaps coach. Ut unawak ue hunut. Av ue jesut. Kiot hokit kemo. Am dek huitwu utun kotso.
Alright, so now we can go take on the first Krazoa Spirit. There are 6 in the game, and each test does get harder. I think the hardest test is either test number 3 or 4. I forget which one. It's the one where you have to have, well, it's called the Test of Fear. They're going to be called different things. This one's called the Test of, I forget. I think the Test of Strength is the easiest one, because if you remember how to... Don't care, I know. If you remember my tutorial on how to hit a button fast on a controller, well, that method definitely taught... This game taught me how to do that, because I do owe it that much, because that's how I've been able to win at Mario Party every time. But there's only 2 instances in the game that you're actually going to have to mash the A button down, but they're both pretty hard if you don't know the right method. Don't care if I get hit. I really don't care if I get hit in this game, really. Like, in this game, it's not really a big concern for me. Now I'm just going to wait for this guy to go, because I'm not going to bother climbing back up the ladder. That thing is called a life force meter. Basically, you kill the enemies that are connected to it, and if you do, then you get to enter the next room. Okay, this one again is not that hard. Just step on the platform and run. Usually, if you go in the corners, you can avoid the flames. So, like, see how I'm avoiding the flames? They're even still going. It's not really a problem. You can get through that one right there pretty easily. But they do get harder, trust me. This one's not that hard, because you just gotta have good eyes with this one. The Test of Observation. This one's really easy. I promise this is really easy. I've actually failed this before because I took my eyes off of it. You have to keep a constant eye on it. Just don't move around. You can definitely follow it. And if you're going to be using this as a guide, I recommend making sure that you don't follow the exact things that I do all the time on the test of on some of these tests, because they're not always going to be the exact thing as they were in that game. Although some things really do remain the same, so really you don't have to worry about it. Oh god, I thought it was done. And that one. See, really, this is just real easy, because this one really just you don't even have to worry about. But if you fail this one, you're going to have to restart the entire dungeon process where you had to go through all those puzzles right there. And getting back here can be a pain in the butt, especially on later Krazoa Spirits, because they're just really annoying to go to. It's in this one. But see, this really doesn't become really hard. They're all pretty easy except for test number... The Test of Fear is the hardest one. And even the last ones in the game aren't that hard. I think the Test of Memory is also the second hardest, but the Test of Fear is the hardest one in the game. So, really, you don't have to worry about much of these Krazoa Spirits. Most of them are real easy to knock out, so don't even have to worry about it. And you're just going to be transported right back from the place where you enter the Krazoa Shrine, and you'll reappear back to where you were. So don't worry about backtracking. And then we gotta talk to this. Yeah, but I promise you guys, the easiest test by far is the 6th one. The 6th one is the last one, and it's real easy. You don't even have to do anything. All you gotta do is hit the A button. That's all you have to do to get the 6th one. I am not kidding. All you gotta do is just tap A, boom, you got it. Now, you may think this is general scales, but there's actually someone behind him even bigger, kind of like Ganondorf was in Twilight Princess. He was behind Zant, so yeah, this game really does rip off Zelda a lot, but it does it in a good manner to where it does still have the Starfox feel of being the Starfox game instead of being a straight rip off of Zelda. But definitely a lot of Zelda elements in this game. You'll find out who that was later. And so now Crystal is going to be the damsel of distress in this game. I gotta say, music-wise, this game definitely beats Star Fox Assault, but I think Star Fox Assault is still the best game in the Star Fox series because of the voice acting and gameplay in it is flawless, really. The multiplayer was really, really well done. It's just that this game is mostly for, you know, people who want an action-adventure game. This game can deliver it, definitely, but you're gonna be... But we won't see her again until we get our next Krazoa Spirit, because we're going to be going here with Fox. So, really nothing more really to discuss. So now, finally, after... we should be in part 2 by now. We finally introduced the Starfox team, and I gotta say, I really love the way this Great Fox looks in this game. Slippy actually is going to be helpful in this game, instead of Star Fox 64, I hated him.
I'll get back to work.
Now you also may notice that Falco is not on this ship. That's because he left the Star Fox team to probably do something. It's not really explained what he did. He just, you know, well, here, bye, and then he shows up at the end of the game.
Okay, old timer. Turn it down, Slippy.
General Pepper's really annoying in this game.
General Pepper here.
General Pepper
I
here.
have a new mission for you, Fox. You are approaching Dinosaur Planet, an ancient world on the edge of the Lilat system. As you will see, chunks of the planet have been torn from its surface. It's your job to get them back. If Dinosaur Planet explodes, it could affect the entire Lilat system. The only lead we have is that you must locate the Queen of the Earthwalker dinosaur tribe. Maybe she can help you further. By the way, your fee has been approved. If you are successful, then the money will be forwarded to you immediately. Pepper out.
You heard the General. Let's do it.
Alright, so now we're going to get into some R-Wing action. This is what the R-Wing sections are in this game. Basically, you fly to Dinosaur Planet. As you see, we have all these areas that we can't go to yet because we don't have the gatekeepers open. You'll find out what those are later. But I'm going to ignore what they say. That's really annoying. It's like, fly through one gold ring to reach Dinosaur Planet. This is basically going to be the thing of the game, and I know there's very few times you'll actually see me do this. I think the only hard one, like this one's real easy. I just speed through this one. The controls are still the same. Well, kinda. If you have the Star Fox 64 on the GameCube, I mean, on the Virtual Console, and you played it with the GameCube controller, it really does play the same. You got Y to be your boost, A to be your shooting game, your shooting, and B is your bombs. I really don't need to really go into this perspective. Really, this game does. The R-Wing controls are really, they're really good, I gotta say, but they're not as good as they were in. I think this one was probably my favorite R-Wing design, definitely, because I don't know, I really love the way the R-Wing looks in this game. One thing I don't understand is why they took out the charged laser thing, you know, that you had in your Star Fox 64. They took that out in this game, but it's okay. So as you see, we kind of sped through that. In fact, I think that only took about 1 minute. And every time you do this, it'll show your scores on there, and that's 890 is like my best score because I just usually speed through these. I never really try to get the best one. I absolutely adore the music in this area. This is by far the best music track in the game. There's the warp stone. Not this right here. It's just, you'll hear it in a minute. Well, actually, no. Thorntail Hollow has 2 tracks. One to when like everything is not peaceful and you have to do something, and one when everything's completely fine. There's nothing to do. You just got to go to somewhere because this is gonna be the main hub world of this area.
Great flying, Fox. For a moment, I thought you weren't gonna make it.
Very funny, sir.
I know. Now, on to business. By pressing the start button, you will open your communicator. Choose who you wish to speak to, and then press the A button to contact one of us. Each team member will give you different information. It's not being tested in action, so give it a try as soon as I finish. And don't forget forget, you're looking for the Queen Earthwalker. Try talking to those Thorntail guys. Slippy is preparing a translator device, but until it's ready, he'll translate for you.
You don't
Okay,
need to
General.
for
But
these.
what about a weapon? Why couldn't I bring my blaster?
It's always the same with you.